Dakota Coal Company and its subsidiary, Montana Limestone Company, and division, Wyoming Lime Producers, supply the products that make Basin Electric work. Coal to power the plants, and limestone and lime to help the coal plants operate in environmental compliance. These producers supply their product in a timely fashion while doing it safely. The employees of the Coteau Properties Company, which operates the Freedom Mine, are on their way to celebrating a full year of safe operations. The employees of Dry Fork Mine were recently recognized for no safety and health incidents in 2013. At Wyoming Lime Producers, employees have worked 4 years with no reportable incidents. Montana Limestone's Quarry reached 5 years with no lost time accidents, and the fine grind plant is approaching 11 years without a lost time accident. Dakota Coal Chief Operating Officer Bob Bartosh.
These are remarkable achievements, and there's a good reason why these things are happening. I believe our folks are looking after not only the safety of themselves, but their fellow co-workers.
That safety mentality is important to Mike Jones. He is in charge of the fine grind plant for Montana Limestone. The limestone goes to customers like Leland Old Station for the scrubber and others. But the new customers that use limestone to seal asphalt need a finer grind.
Our customer base has kind of moved around to where the fines limestone is more what we're selling now. So we need to produce more of that.
To do that, the plant is planning to install a pin mill. It will run on a 300-horse motor, so the plant will also be putting in a new pad mount transformer. Up the road, blasting continues at the Montana Limestone Quarry. Employees are settling into their new building. Quarry Superintendent Jeff Wilmot says the quarry now owns all their equipment rather than renting from Caterpillar like they used to. But they keep a full-time mechanic on hand to keep equipment in working order.
Whether you're renting equipment or you own it, in order to maintain warranty, you still have a standard you have to meet. So he does all of that.
At Wyoming Lime Producers, several projects over the last year have increased production and reliability. Scott Allred is operations superintendent.
The demand for our product has really increased. The Bakken oil field alone was a huge demand for calcium oxide lime in their mud recovery process. Our primary customers are the Basin Electric Power Cooperative customers, and they will always have 100% lime from us if they need it. But the secondary markets are there, and it allows the kiln to be more efficient.
The plant added equipment in their bag house to extend the life of the bags and clear them more efficiently. For safety, a catwalk that is used daily was expanded for ease of use. The crusher was upgraded to an impact crusher, which means more efficient crushing and the ability to manage inventories. And they upgraded their control system so that all areas of the plant could talk to each other and operators could more clearly make decisions.
Now that we can run reliably and for long periods of time, I believe our last run before our major outage was like 11 months without any downtime, which is just unbelievable. It's really good, and now we're able to run that length of time at max production.
Because of the high demand for product, transportation is more important than ever.
Typically, we ship probably 90+% of our lime goes out by rail. That's to our power plant customers. With all the different things going on lately, we've had to increase our truck traffic to our power plants to make sure that they have what they need, that we're meeting their demands, because the rail situation has declined somewhat.
Difficulty with rail reliability extends to coal shipments as well. Dean Bray is director of lignite, lime, and limestone for Dakota Coal. At the end of last year into this year, trucks rather than rail cars were hauling coal to Leland Old Station for a number of reasons.
It was very, very cold weather. We had a lot of carry back in the cars. Leland Olds was at a high burn rate, and so that coupled with some crew shortages that the BN had, and just the winter, we lost a lot of tons. We lost about 100,000 tons in the month of December. We're down close to that 100,000 ton in the pile left, and so we needed a truck to help make some of that up.
Bray says BNSF Railway offered enhanced service, meaning instead of running 2 crews, they were running 3 crews for 3 months. Now, going into the winter months again, BNSF will do the same thing to make sure the plants have enough coal.
They're not charging us additional cost per ton to rail that coal over. So yes, it's a cost to them for this enhanced service to get us to where we would like to be.
At Laramie River Station, a project to add extra track at the plant helped increase the coal stockpile to acceptable levels. Joe Langang is Director of Fuel and Transportation for Dakota Coal.
But the biggest thing for us was the ability to be able to sequence trains. If we've got a poor or a lower quality BTU train in the queue and a high quality one, and we need high quality coal in the silos, it allows us to, for example, it saves us money in fuel handling expenses. We don't have to rehandle coal.
He says while trouble with BNSF Railway seems to be top of mind, progress is being made.
We're working with them and they're working with us, and we're making small improvements every day in the relationship, and the benefits are inuring to our customers.
At Dry Fork Mine, the mine that supplies Dry Fork Station, they were ranked in the top 3 producers in the Powder River Basin in 2013. Dave Gauntner is mine manager.
Dry Fork Mine has always had a reputation of running lean and mean.
Rod Shabbat is mine superintendent. He says the mine built that reputation on good mechanics and maintenance staff and good engineering.
Our coal to our hopper is from this pit, for example, less than half a mile. Our furthest run is a mile. So our coal to our hopper, our crushing facility, is very close, and our overburden is hauled directly right behind us at all times. So there's a lot of planning that's done, and done very well, to make sure those things happen.
Reclamation at Dry Fork Mine is another point of pride. Beth Goodnow is manager of regulatory affairs. She points out the work on this land. It's called an alluvial valley floor. It has a clay liner to hold water, topped with sand for drainage, then topsoil.
But it was very interesting here because we have got some voluntary wetland species that ran through, so it's proof that it's really functioning like we had hoped it would.
Reclamation at the Freedom Mine near Beulah, North Dakota has been challenging this year. 2 major rains and wetter than normal rainfall are to blame. Troy Langang is environmental manager for the Coteau Properties Company.
To make sure we're keeping a good product coming to the customer, we have to dewater the pits, and in doing so, the water's pumped to sedimentation ponds, like the ones right behind me here. We have roughly 80 of those on the mine site, and they collect all the water, disturbance and undisturbed areas and reclaimed areas before it can actually leave the property.
The 3rd dragline at the Freedom Mine has a full year of production under its belt. Tyler Barth is operations planning supervisor.
We've been getting a lot of great input from the operators and supervisors, and we're getting better every pit, but we want to continue to increase production on this machine.
The mine's first dragline has been running since 1983. Travis Horning is overburden removal maintenance manager and says the boom needs replacement.
The cords are pressurized, and what will happen is a crack will form and they'll start losing air pressure. That's how we know that they need repair. We find the area and then we'll take it down for a day or 2, depends on how long the crack is, and that entails getting a crane out here and welders and do a crack repair.
The boom replacement will save the mine money on maintenance. From the coal mines to the limestone and lime facilities, Dakota Coal is working to meet the needs of Basin Electric.
Each one of the commodities we produce goes a long way towards achieving Basin Electric's core mission. And so we're proud to be able to say that in 2014 we're continuing to find new ways of producing and developing our products in a safe, economical way.